Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good morning. I don't know about you, but my daylight time certainly feels saved. I am sure glad that I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night and it was suddenly 3 a.m. So if I'm a little slower than usual, let's just pretend like Nabake had too much to drink yesterday and she's stumbling through it a little bit. Thank you for coming, everybody. As promised, earlier this week, we did a first look. We did an RPG first look at Delve, which is a supplement for Ironsworn. If you missed that, the video is up in the VODs. It's up on YouTube. You can go check it out. We walk through all the rules and all that. It's great. I'm really excited. We're going to try it out today. So the plan is to do a little bit of updating, right? We have to update our truths. We have to answer some questions about the setting. And then we're going to delve into our first dungeon, our first site. So we'll have a bunch of oracles to roll and a bunch of new stuff to do on today's episode. So I'm super excited. If you're tuning in and this is the first time you've seen one of these streams, welcome. What you're watching is a single player solo role-playing game where I basically act as player and GM. It's a storytelling experience driven by a Powered by the Apocalypse engine game and the oracles therein. It's really cool. I'm really excited about trying this supplement out. I've been having a blast playing it. And it seems like folks have been enjoying coming and checking it out. So thanks for doing that. And let's get started. Let's just dig right in because I don't want to waste any more time. I want to play the game. So let's start by updating the things that are true about our world. So we know that we came here from another place, right? That the old world died because of a terrible illness. We know that we found iron here and that some of us learned to craft it into weapons and armor and other things. We know that the iron comes from the gods that walked this place before, and that they are now dead, and they have left their debris scattered about. We know that our communities are relatively disconnected. They do trade between the two, right? But they tend to stay to their own. We've seen a few of them in our adventures so far. We know that magic, like sorcery, doesn't really exist here, but there are witches and there is herbalism and there are magic items, right? Our magic is iron. And so we've kind of moved away from religion, moved away from that stuff. We'll talk about that a little more when we do the Delve truths. We know that there are firstborn and then there are trolls here. They are both creatures that came before and lived here and are intelligent enough to have their own language, that sort of thing. There are many beasts and horrors in this place, some of which are half-elves pretending to be humans and their stupid mammoth friends. So let's do the truth stuff now. We'll recap session 9 and we will start our session 10 Delve log and see what's up. So Delve asks us to further define, let's see. So we need to understand warfare. Is warfare a dominant factor? So generally, there's not enough armed and trained people to wage war exactly, but that doesn't make humans any less warlike. Instead of huge armies, we tend to see skirmishes and assassinations instead. Men still build fortresses and castles to protect themselves, but their imagined threat doesn't often come in the form they expect. Okay. Yeah, because we haven't really seen, like, nobody really has the resources to get a whole army together, and there's not enough iron around to give everybody iron swords. So for the most part, I think it's like little skirmishes between forces, lots of diplomacy, and then probably lots of like people disappearing when people don't want them in power anymore, right? That's what we do. I don't imagine that there's enough people to like really get into like warfare as a thing. Yeah. There's banditry and stuff, right? There are bandits on the roads sometimes and in wilder places, but they're contending with lost firstborn, trolls, and various other bump in the night type creatures. Competition is fierce. Has it been established there are other metals like copper and stuff? Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, the place we came from was like a Bronze Age civilization. So yeah. Yeah, definitely there are other metals. They're just not as good. And when I say iron, I don't mean just iron. It's magical in some way in this world. We just call it iron. That's the word we have for it. Yeah. Okay. Religion. So, there's no unifying religion. We left our temples, priests, and gods behind in the old world when they let us go to our graves by the thousands, despite our prayers. Here, there are no gods, but that doesn't stop people from worshiping stuff like enormous rock cairns, charismatic firstborn, right? There are people still worship stuff. Yeah, we just don't have like a religion. In some villages, the local ironsmiths or ironworkers are considered semi-deific. Is that a word? Demigods, I guess. We'll just call it that. But generally, we've kind of forgotten about religion. The firstborn and the trolls, though, they might have some kind of religious practice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. What else do we need to know? Do mystical forces exist? I don't think we even need like a specific thing. Yes, definitely. The virulent influence of dark magic? Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that shit's everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I thought deific was a word. Apparently, whatever. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't even need to write that down. We know already. Do monstrous creatures roam the land? Yes, that is true too. We know that. Do spirits in haunted places exist? Also, yes. Did ancient civilizations leave behind ruins and relics? I think so. Yeah. I think the firstborn did, and maybe there were other servants of the gods. The gods themselves left behind ruins. Is your campaign set in the default environments and terrain of the Ironlands? Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. So basically that just lets us better qualify the kinds of stuff we're going to use to generate our upcoming adventure, right? So let's zoom on in here. So what happened last time? We were hunting for Nanda Eagle Teeth, right? We went into Anuna. We're trying to build up our rep so that we can get Maya's attention, and then we can make her fall in love with us, and we can become her like sick girlfriend. But for now, we're just trying to build up our identity, right? We want to establish our fake identity. The people in Anuna, they don't really care about Sabine yet, and so I'm still trying to kind of like establish that relationship with those people. We're we met up with Saria. Saria is our old friend. She had a job. We got a job with her, right? We convinced her to join up, let us join up. And then we swore an iron vow to help her hunt down and bring Nanda to justice. So we went out into the mountains. We found some mushrooms. We got sick. There was a flood. Saria got swept away by the flood and died, which was, I guess, sad. I had to do the rest of the quest myself. We found the Evergreen Ruins, and we found Nanda and his witch girlfriend. There was a big fight. We pinned her. We tied her to a rock. We accidentally killed the guy we were trying to bring out here. Nanda Eagleteeth got killed. This is what happens. Nabake is a garbage fire, and she just makes things worse, and people get hurt around here. So we couldn't burn the elf witch at the stake. So that didn't happen. We did manage to get our spear back, and we tied her to a rock, and we took the dead body away. She's still up there. And we got money. And we're in town. And Saria's dead. But in the Evergreen Ruins, the witch is plotting her revenge. Now, I think the easy thing here would be to, like, go back to the Evergreen Ruins, right? And, like, deal with that. But I kind of want to let it percolate, right? And this evil thing. I think I want to go find another dungeon because I want to try out the full set of rules, and we established the Evergreen Ruins as something. We'll go back to that, or maybe we'll come back to Anuna and she will have cursed the town or something. But she's mad because we killed her boyfriend and she lives in the caves, and we'll go deal with her later. Let's discover a site. So I think for this session, let's take a look at Nabake here. So how am I doing? I got 4 health. I got 3 spirit and 5 supply. So I'm actually doing pretty good. Yeah, right. Elf Witch plotting revenge in the Evergreen Ruins is definitely a delve. But I want to try generating a new one. So I also have a couple of experience, so I'm going to hang on to them. So I think what I want to do is let's start. Let's go. Let's start at session 10. And let's try to maybe she can become a threat for a vow. That's a good point. Yeah. While we ignore her. Oh yeah, she definitely becomes like a front. Okay, let me take a look. I wonder, can I add a threat to the character sheet? So there's sites, we got our bonds. Oh, yeah, she's killed now. There's our oracles. Oh yeah, here we go. Threat moves. While a threat is active. Yeah, okay. So let's start. We'll add it as progress, I guess. All right. So threat. The Witch of the Evergreen Ruins. Okay. So let's get her set up. That's a great point. That was Reverend Mr. Black. Yeah, good catch on that. Thank you for knowing the rules better than I do. All right. Threats. Here we go. You mark threat on top of an iron vow on the main page. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So let's see. Threats are a mechanic you can apply generally to your campaign. They add a small amount of additional tracking. When you swear a vow, you can associate a threat with that quest. I think in this case, the threat is connected. I know they're meant to be connected with vows, but that doesn't make sense necessarily. Like, it's a threat, but it's not... I almost feel like you know what? We do have another vow, right? We have another quest that we're on that is formidable, right? This is a bigger quest. And this is, show Maya that I'm worthy of her attention, right? This is my vow to convince Maya to love me. What's a threat? Yeah, and this is building up in the background. While I'm focused on this, I should be dealing with that witch. But instead, I'm ignoring it, and okay, all right. So let's swear this vow, and then I think I might retroactively give myself some progress on it. Okay, so sometime in the last few days, I realized that if I'm going to survive here in Anuna, I need some friends. Important friends. Like Maya. I can't get a message, or I can't get a meeting with her directly, so I'm just going to have to impress her from a distance until she loves me. Okay. Yeah, Nabake doesn't have to know the thread is related. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I better find something really impressive to do. I just need to manage to drag myself away from all this wine and from Lilac. Lilac is the woman that I have been, paying for sex, basically. Yeah, Lilac is Nabake's girlfriend, but it's only because I'm rich right now and I have money to throw around. Okay, so let's do that. Let's make a move. So swear, I'm gonna swear 2 iron vows, right? Swear an iron vow to make. How did I phrase this? Show Maya I'm worthy of her attention. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start using the failure track as well. So I suppose in that case then, I'll add a progress track here for failures. So many failures. There we go. And we'll just check them off as we fail. Okay. So anyway, let's finish with this vow. So okay, here's all delve moves, rarity moves, failure moves. Yeah, see, mark your failure. Okay. We have the swear vow. Here it is. Swear an iron vow. All right, here we go. Boop. And I'm gonna do it. I gotta do it with heart. I have no benefits because the town doesn't know or care about me yet. Nobody cares. I was a big deal in that town I just came from, but out here, nobody seems to give a shit. All right, we got a weak hit. Nabake's favorite kind of hit. Wow, that was very close to being a failure. Okay. All right. So on a weak hit, you are determined, but begin your quest with more questions than answers. Take +1 momentum and envision what you can do to find a path forward. Okay. All right. So, it's formidable. I did do a job for the iron, the iron workers. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a freebie on this one to get me started. And then our momentum starts at +2. Okay. All right. So, let's make a note of that. Swear an iron vow. Weak hit. +1 momentum. So, she won't see me directly. So what I gotta do is find the scariest, most dangerous quest I can find, and then do it as hard as I can. Then she'll definitely notice me. I just want Senpai to notice me. That's all I want. Okay. So, let's go round up some rumors. Okay, so I wonder if there is a place where we can go to learn about these opportunities, right? Like, this would be like where in a cornier Dungeons and Dragons game, there'd be like an adventurers league, you know, that I could go to and I could like check the quest board. But I guess I'm going to have to make a move. I think we're going to have to look for information, right? So let's do that. Let's gather information. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can learn. Nothing, evidently. Okay, so I think probably someone gives us... I have an idea of how to do this one. Miss. Okay. I found some really helpful guys in this bar down at the end of a filthy street. Reeks of sweat and desperation and is full of drunks too cowardly to do anything about the tall tales they're telling. I bet I can find a nice, juicy opportunity down here. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, and then I gotta mark my first failure tick. The thing about this with the failure moves is Nabake is great at failing, but not great at reflecting on her missteps. But I think we can find a way around that. Okay, so we have marked a failure. And we will press on. Okay, so we tried to gather information. I think what's going to happen is that we go into this bar. It's this dingy shit bar. We are clearly out of our element. We're throwing some money around. And we're like, yo, so you guys got any quests? Anybody around here got anything cool to take on? And probably they're going to be putting me in danger. They're not going to tell me everything I need. They're going to actively be like, oh, let's give this stranger the tall tale, right? This is the thing they tell everyone, just like me, when they come in, right? I think that's the thing, is they have a story. So a couple, for the cost of a few beers, a couple of these drunken louts told me about a place I might want to visit. All right, let's generate a new delve environment that these assholes just told me about. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop open the map legend and we're going to add a new thing to it. And then I'm going to fill it in. Okay. All right. So I don't know what these ruins are like yet. So we're just going to roll on a bunch of oracles and see what we can see. All right. So, let's see here. Delves. Discover a site. Okay. So when you resolve to enter a perilous site in pursuit of an object, choose the theme and domain which best represent its nature and give it a rank. So let's go. Themes and domains. Here we go. I kind of want to like pick these randomly. Can I do that? It says choose the theme. Oh, ask the oracle if unsure. Okay. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, an 8 and a 12. So I'll just roll. D8. And roll a D12. Okay. All right, 5 and a 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Haunted. Nice. Frozen cavern. Hot damn. That's cool. All right. Ice ghosts. There you go. Are they under delve oracles? Let me see. Aspect, focus, no. Oh yeah, here we go. Site nature. There it is. Okay, cool. All right. Haunted frozen caverns. Great. Okay, make this move. When you first encounter, introduce the site in the story. All right. So, choose the theme and domain and give it a rank. I guess we need a name for it, but I don't know anything about it yet. Okay, well, we'll add it anyway. Okay. So we'll figure that out. Let's call it a dangerous delve. Oh, look, there's another. Hold on. Maybe I'm just using the tools I have. Let's take a look. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Okay. All right. So the theme was haunted, and the domain was frozen cavern. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So it's like wow, this character sheet's so good. All right. Let's see. I think. So what's the MacGuffin that these two drunks would send me like to do? Because this is what's it called? A snipe hunt? Something like that, right? It's like oh look, another adventurer. Let's fool them. Let's tell them to go to this place. There's nothing there. The actual thing they told me isn't real. Something about like diamonds, maybe. Like ice diamonds. Yeah, let's say that. Okay. Told me about a cave in the mountains where brave souls can find riches if they're stalwart enough. Motherfucker. Stalwart is my middle name. I didn't even bother to stick around to hear what sorts of dangers there are. Ice cave. In the mountains. Full of riches. Good enough for me. Okay. All right. So let's call this. The Vessel of Tears. Okay. Objective, obtain. And I think there's like a special kind of like diamonds you're supposed to be able to, gemstones here. Obtain riches, right? Because I don't even need to detail it. It's just get some of this fabled treasure and come back. Cool. Okay. So we got to go to the Vessel of Tears and obtain riches. Disregard tears, obtain riches. I think it is dangerous, right? We talked about that a little bit. Okay. All right. So we do that first. And then when we traverse an area, we got to get there first. So we'll get there. Yeah. Yeah. And this is part of the vow to impress Maya, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. So I think the only oath I need today is this one because it's a larger oath. And then this is a smaller. Yeah, this is a smaller thing that's part of that vow. And then the threat is the witch, right? In the Evergreen, because we're ignoring the Evergreen ruins. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's make a quick note here. The Vessel of Tears. An ancient, and this was delve, haunted, frozen cavern. And the Vessel of Tears is an ancient temple in the mountains, said to hold great riches of an age past. A vault, perhaps created by the firstborn to hide their treasure when the gods' wrath came upon the earth. These lands, because they eventually become the Ironlands. Okay. And then, yeah. In truth, a sepulcher for foolhardy adventurers. Near enough to Anuna that it's often the first place brave souls attempt to go to prove themselves and never return. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Okay. All right. So, they told me about the ice cave. Good enough for me. Let's set out. All right. Now, do I need to do anything? I think I'm ready. I think I've got... Yeah. I think I could use some more spirit, but there's no more time for resting. We rested at the end of the last one. Let's push on. So, okay. All right. Let's place it on the map, and then let's go to there. So... It's probably still in these mountains somewhere. Maybe they like branch here. Yeah, because we said this was in kind of like a valley, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. So let's place it. Let's place the... Oh, give me my map object. There we go. Place it up here somewhere. Okay. Cool. All right. So we are going to set out on our journey. Okay, so we're going to undertake our journey. Travel across hazardous or unfamiliar lands. Set the rank of your journey, and for each segment, roll plus wits. We've done this a million times. I think that this journey is probably fairly straightforward, right? So this is like journey to the... What did I call it? I keep calling one and call it the Crucible of Tears, but it's not. It's the Vessel of Tears. Yeah, it's just a troublesome journey for sure. Okay. All right. See you later, Anuna. When I come back, I'm going to be laden with treasure. And then you're going to finally respect me. Me and my stupid mammoth. All right. Here we go. Undertaking a journey with wits. Away we go. Hey, good start. Nice. All right. We got a strong hit. We got bad information, but a strong start. Okay. So, we are attempting to undertake a journey. And we are getting a strong hit. And on a strong hit, we are able to, let me see here. This character sheet just gets more and more complex the more supplements get added. It's actually pretty damn cool. Okay, yeah, some locals tricked me into a fake treasure hunt because I'm a moron. All right, we get 3 progress and let's see. We reach a waypoint. Mark on a strong hit. Here we go. Yeah, mark progress. I'm gonna move at speed. +1 momentum, -1 supply. Yeah. Okay, so what I imagine is happening here, if you want to think of this in the like movie version of the game, this would be the montage, right? Me and him And we leave the village. And I imagine Nabake thinks that everybody in the village is like, oh, Nabake, she's so beautiful and smart and strong. Oh, I love her. And that dumb elephant of hers is so ugly. I can't wait till she comes back so I can touch her boobies. So she probably thinks everybody loves her, but really nobody notices me leave. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go be a hero. I'm going to be awesome. I'm going to come back and they're going to think I'm so cool. And then there's a montage as we get further into the wilderness, little camp scenes. We're getting up into the mountains. I think that there are a lot of like pine trees initially. Like we're down below the tree level, but as we get higher up in the mountains, I think we can see in the distance as we march towards it. And it's probably because I was playing Blasphemous last night, but I'm thinking about a little pixelated Nabake and a little pixelated Kudan, and they're like walking along and the background is moving. And in the distance, up in the foggy mountain peaks, we can see an ominous looking, but still beautiful kind of like a palace set into the mountainside, like an ancient, like everybody knows it's here. Nobody goes there because it's dangerous, except I'm an idiot. So we can see it and we're like, we're marching. It's kind of like, it feels like the beginning of Final Fantasy VI, right? And we're walking and the background is moving and you can see it getting closer. It's like Narsh, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're headed in that direction across unfamiliar lands. We got our strong hit. So I got to mark 1+1 on my momentum and -1 on my supply. There we go. And then we stop at like a roadside, maybe even like a little inn. Let's do that because we haven't really done much like interstitial mid-journey stuff. So yeah, we stop at an old roadside inn. Kudan and I found this shitty little inn along the old mountain road. I guess this road used to go somewhere that wasn't a magical ice palace, but now nobody uses it, and the couple that owns the inn serves bad ale and stale bread to whatever idiots wander through. Why don't they just close this place, move to a real town? Bunch of shut-ins. Okay. All right. So this like kindly old couple that owns a failing inn, they take me in, and I'm gonna try to gather some information. Wonder if they know anything about the vessel. Yes, let's fucking spout some lore. All right. So I'm gonna try to gather information from them, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Gather information. Here we go. Come on. You crappy old losers. Hey, strong hit. Nice. Okay. So we're going to gather information. I'm doing great today. As soon as we add in that fucking, as soon as we add in the failure track, I get good, apparently. Okay. On a strong hit, you discovered something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn and take +2 momentum. Do you think? Yeah, I guess the momentum is the thing. That's the benefit here. And I think we learn, what should we learn from them? The old man doesn't say much. Just sits by the fire, staring at the yellowing fur of some kind of horrible taxidermy. I want to say Yeti? He smokes his pipe and mumbles to himself. The woman, though, she seems to need some company. Got a bad case of cabin fever, I guess. She told me that the Vessel of Tears used to be the home of some firstborn fancy pants, a princeling, or a priest or something, and that they were the last holdout of those who paid homage to the dead gods. She thinks the whole place is cursed by the ghost of that priest and whatever long dead deity that it worshipped. Yeah, there we go. Haunted by a god. So, yeah, I like the idea of, the ghost of Fancy Pants' denizen. I like the idea that the Vessel of Tears, it's like a kind of a sad love story between a firstborn priest and their god, and all the other gods were dying, and this one firstborn priest built the Vessel of Tears and came here to beg their god to stop fighting, right? Give up your divinity, turn your back on the war with the gods, and come live amongst us. We love you, right? Your brothers and sisters are dying in battle. Your siblings have turned on you, but I love you, my lord. Give up your divinity and come be with me. But of course they both died and became horrible ghosts. But you know, it's got this kind of romantic thing going. Figures that the old woman would tell me a story about a disappointing love affair. Look at that grumbly, smelly, old rag pile by the fire. Shame I'm not into older ladies. Okay. Cool. All right. Couple of good strong hits there, and let's get going. Or am I? I'm off to bed alone. Okay. All right. So the next day, my favorite dead gods in all of fiction, I think, are probably the God, and I can never remember them. Somebody who's a bigger exalted fanboy than me will remember this, but it's either the Neverborn or the Firstborn, where like the gods, there was no death, and then these gods died, and they invented death for everyone else, and they created the underworld so they'd have somewhere to go when they died. It's pretty badass. Yeah. The Yozi princes and the like Neverborn are both really cool. Nabake's into older ladies if they're rich. Maya, I don't think Maya's not like an older lady. Maya is like this lady's like old. Maya's old, rich, and hot. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Let's undertake a journey. Come on, buddy. Oh, we should mark on the legend here that we actually just created a location, because we might come back, right? And honestly, part of the fun is like coming up with the cool shit that you get to do when you make your little map. So Maya is, what actress did we say? What actress did we say that she was? I can envision her perfectly, but my brain just keeps thinking Maya Angelou, which is not the case. She was in Black Panther. She was the mom in Black Panther. She was Black Panther's mom. Mrs. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett. My goodness, Angela Bassett, you are an attractive lady. You got your shit together. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's stop thinking about Angela Bassett for a minute and put a new item on the map legend. Okay, so 14 is the Timberline Inn. The Timberline Inn. A former Alpine Lodge, or a former Alpine way station and inn along a now abandoned road It's owned and operated by an elderly couple who and their taxidermy yeti. Taxidermied? Is that a word? Anyway, whatever. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, I don't think we've ever really cast Nabake, though. Yeah. I'd be hard pressed to pick an actress for Nabake. Taxidermized. Okay. All right. So we're gonna undertake a journey, and continue along our path to make Maya fall in love with us, because that's how it works. You go on quests until they love you. Quest until you love me. All right. Here we go. Undertake that journey. Ah, fuck. Okay. So we get a miss today. I think if we want to go mouse guard, I think that we have I had considered Zendaya for Nabake as well. Yeah. That's the closest one I can think of. Or Zoe Kravitz. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, it's interesting because I think that it's weird because the setting of our Ironlands are very like Viking-y, but the way I think of it in my head is, what if Iceland had been colonized by North Africa instead of by like Denmark? Like, what if everyone in Iceland came from a country where they were all very, very dark skinned? And then, but we dress like Vikings because that's what's appropriate for it's this guy, right? This guy is where are you, dude? This guy is yeah, this is what I envision when I think of people that live in this setting. More face tattoos, but generally this dude. Yeah. Just a thing that I've been thinking about. Yeah. Okay. All right. I failed, so I get to mark that on my failure progress bar. Fun. Okay. So we have a complication, and I think, let's see, we left the inn behind and kept on this old road until it wasn't a road anymore. Then it wasn't really a path, and now we're back in the mountains, climbing around, trying to make progress. I can see it. That's the infuriating thing. That palace up in the mountains, shrouded by fog. It doesn't feel far away, but hot damn if this climb isn't exhausting. Okay, all right. So I think we get waylaid by the terrain, and maybe we need to like reorient. Maybe we can see it, but we're far away, and trying to connect the dots is proving very difficult. So let's try to secure an advantage. Let's assess the situation, try to find a better way forward. And we're gonna do this with expertise, insight, or observation. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to secure an advantage with wits. Motherfucker. Okay, so this is a critical fail. This is the worst it could get. So good, great. We'll mark another failure. And yeah, things go badly. God, this is just like when my friend fell in the river and died. Okay. Maybe we encounter I think we should encounter a monster. There should be some kind of we should just fucking find a Yeti or something. Some kind of abominable snowman. or some shit. Yeah. Because I don't know if we're going to, yeah, right, a mountain wampa. Yeah, I'm into it. Okay. All right. So we attempt to secure an advantage. We miss real bad. Hi, Rob. Hello. Okay. Miss with a complication. Okay. I feel like, God, I'd rather be lost and not able to see the stupid vessel than have to suffer through like this. Every time I think I'm on the right track, it's a dead end. And that stupid place is just sitting there mocking me.